A core member is essentially a person who comes into the youth group as a leader to help guide the teens, to show them an example of how to live a Christian life as an adult.
Especially in the culture we live in, we need good Catholic role models who will help us to grow and to get us on the right path.
Look at the things that are on TV and the things that are on the internet out there. It's become so common, and these lifestyles that people are leading that may not be the best lifestyles become so normal that kids don't think anything of it. They think that that's what's normal for them to do. And I think that kids really need a good role model to show them that that's not the only way to live and there's a better way to live.
A core member is essentially a mentor and a guide for the young people in the parish's Life Team program.
They help plan, they have weekly meetings, and they really they give Life Teen a more personal aspect.
We did retreats, Studentville conferences, and then we would go to Inspiration Tour in California.
They're like close friends, they not only teach you in the faith like teachers, but they're like close friends to the point where they'll support you when you're down or you need some help with something. They'll gladly help.
A youth minister has such an amazing job, but one person can't reach all these teens by themselves.
You can have people on core who are college students, you have parents of teens, you have just other lay single people.
They're not as authoritative, they're more on a personal based level.
There's this one time I was feeling really down, I was going through a lot of troubles, and actually one of the core members helped me, comforted me, and helped me understand what was going on. It helped to know someone that you could relate to and you could talk to.
They're not afraid to look like their life isn't perfect if their experiences can somehow teach the teens something that they've never realized before.
There's these core members doing great things, great prayer lives. They're spending time with us every weekend. And yet they still falter too, but at no time does that stop them from doing the right thing.
Lately, when I had been going to confession, I felt like I wasn't getting what I should have been getting out of it. I didn't feel completely renewed. So I went and I talked to one of my core members about it, and she just said, you know what? I've had that before. I know exactly where you're coming from. And this is how I handled it, and it really did wonders for me.
If you want an experience that will help you give of yourself in a way that you couldn't have before, in a totally unique way, this is the opportunity to.
I know a lot of people are afraid to be on core because they think, I'm not really the best public speaker, or I'm not really 100% sure I can relate with the teens. But by you just being there, it means so much. Just by you showing up brings so much hope into our lives as teens.
The interaction I had with my core member was huge, and it basically changed my entire outlook, and it helped me a whole lot. And just you never know how what you do is going to impact a young person's life.
I think that God will work through you if you give it a chance. God will work through you in ways that you never even imagined.
Just put your heart into it. Don't be afraid to be silly, to be goofy.
It would teach you a lot of things, and you would probably make one of the biggest impacts in a teenager's life, leading them away from temptation and towards the love of God.